everyone, welcome. Good morning. I'm MaryAnne. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection reading for today. Today's featured sign as I go around the zodiac wheel is for Capricorn. So that's kind of cool. Yesterday the moon was in Capricorn, and of course that's the earth element. That's the grounded, practical, reliable, calming energy that I think we all kind of felt, which is so important during retrogrades, certainly, but also because it helps me, and I'm sure a lot of people who aren't earth signs, to get back to reality, as it were, and to really kind of fine-tune some things, which is perfect during a retrograde. And that's kind of what I felt yesterday. I knew I had to do some business. I had to get back to kind of making things work, and to the nitty-gritty, as it were. So I'm going to pick for you, right in front of you, Capricorn, your highlighted connection. So for those that are new, I have a routine I do. First and foremost, welcome to my channel. For those returning, I appreciate and love you so much as I see more subscribers and more comments and just very loving support from you. It really fills my heart and it makes me happy and especially grateful to you. So thank you for that. I'm going to pick, like I said, the highlighted that goes with the Capricorn, which means I read 3 additional messages for this highlighted. And that's going to be Capricorn and Capricorn, maybe. Let's do one more time, because it's okay to do, and I honestly believe the last time I did the same sign, it was Capricorn and Capricorn. That's how strong of an energy you have, Capricorn. That won't count. 3's a charm. Leo. Okay, we did this before. This is so interesting, because, let me double check for you. I'm sorry, I didn't do my homework. I like to see what the last couple of highlighted ones were for you. I don't do the same highlighted 2 times in a row. So really briefly here, the last Capricorn we had, that was bonus readings. It didn't come up for bonus. So Capricorn had Virgo, and Capricorn had for mid-month of January, and then Capricorn had Taurus. Interesting. For some reason it felt really like and then Leo and Capricorn. So Leo was that's what happened. Leo was the featured, and their highlighted was Capricorn. But now it's Capricorn, and their features Leo. So that works. There's something very important that Spirit wants to get through with this connection, so we're going to go for it. So let me talk a little bit more about it. Capricorn, like I said, is the earth element. Capricorn is very resourceful and capable, practical, reliable, likes routine, doesn't like a lot of change. A lot of times, they like to do things in a systematic way. With their amazing energy and innovative ideas as a cardinal sign, meaning they start and initiate things generally, and they actually start the season of winter. So that's another part of what cardinal signs do. There are 4 of them, each initiating a different season. So that's the last season, right? And so that's where we really just kind of shake things off and we purge, and we really kind of just focus on the new again, the new year, which happens during the winter season. So, and then the season of Capricorn. So there's just this really beautiful transformation that's happening for all of us, but specifically for Capricorns, pretty much, there were a lot of there were a lot of planets in Capricorn last year. That was your year. That was the predominance. Like now we have a total of 6 starting tomorrow in the sign of Aquarius. So that happens, it changes and it moves, and it means different things, and it helps all of us in different ways, and it certainly helped you, Capricorn. You had Jupiter in your sign, so Jupiter comes every 12 years in any sign, right? And it only happens, 2 or 3 or 4 times in your lifetime. That's amazing, and it's beautiful. And what it means is it allows more opportunities, more luck, more beautiful things that come and expand your life in amazing ways. And so whatever may have happened in that way last year that hasn't actually started is definitely taking form now. And that's exactly what I'm feeling, and the Spirit has made me realize before I came down to do the readings, is there's just this enormous amount of beautiful opening up and widening our horizons with the Aquarius air energy, which is mind, it's thought, it's information, it's challenge, it's change, it's, it's newness. That's different for you, but you like it. That is how you are. You're willing to initiate that change in that beginning as a cardinal sign for others, but for yourself. You're usually in leadership role positions. You usually are very, very capable of amassing great wealth, and that is what you truly set your sights on. You are the symbolism of the goat. So the goat reaches any high mountain and doesn't think twice. It just only thinks, okay, I'm going to get to the other side, end of story. So that's really what's happened and is happening. And so, like I said, this Jupiter influence started last year, but it can last the next 12 years till it re-enters your sign again. So I'm excited for you and wondering what that could be. And it certainly can relate to relationships and love, which is what my channel emphasizes, of all types, so that's fantastic. And then like the Saturn ruler that you have, Capricorn, is what really keeps you very, very focused and stable, and like the anchor for everybody. Everybody relies on a Capricorn. They know that when things get crazy and out of sorts, you'll be the one to hold everything down and to make sure everyone's calm and taken care of. What a beautiful, beautiful energy and gift that is. So yeah, that's wonderful things to say about the earth. You love nature, you love natural things, you prefer to have things in your body, and you prefer to take care of yourself because you work lots, okay? Work to you isn't work. It's part of your DNA, you want to keep busy, you want to be doing something, you want to see that empire being built. And all you do is look and say, this is where it's going. This is where I want it to be. That's your mantra. So, and it usually happens. So anyway, your, highlighted connection is Leo. And they're pretty amazingly similar in different ways. I mean, they are the fire. They're the ambition. They're the motivation and the spirit. And the two of you together can just accomplish and do so much in so many ways on so many levels. And the Leo is a fixed sign. They are so determined like you. You're not fixed, but you're that determination, so that you see eye to eye in there, and there's a beautiful synergy with that. And then, of course, Leo is ruled by the sun. Boy, that's the brightest, the most energetic star in the galaxy. They call it a planet. It's a star, and it's just beating the chest, the proud, the honor, the just dignified, energy that comes from the Leo, and the need for expression and to care for others in huge ways, generosity to a fault, heart-centered, incredibly passionate. This is where I like the, what do you call it, the, not oxymoron per se, but just the dichotomy, because it's like the grounded aspect of you, Capricorn, can be in the background and kind of actually a stern, more, more serious kind of energy that a lot of people see. And it's not that you're not caring and loving, you're just so busy and you know that you need to focus. And that's, like I said, what's been part of your whole life path and understanding, because you're ruled by Saturn, and it ends up being amazingly rewarding. So you're not going to stop. It's worth the work in your mind. And then you have the Leo that just loves the attention and loves to voice things, and they've got that roar, and like some people are like, oh, they're not that, seriously dangerous or mean or anything. They just have a temper, and it comes and goes, and they forget sometimes even why, and they're ready to move and start on what you like. Because you know what, Capricorn, you want people in your corner working for you, working with you, and loving that, that sure, we all have our times, we all have our different dispositions and moods, for heaven's sakes, but you don't want it to be a long-lasting thing. The only thing you want as an earth sign, which is, by the way, very much about long-term anything, is just this trust and loyalty, and wanting to work things through. I think those are the best things I could say. And I love this for you too. Like I said, you have great admiration for each other. You're both extremely capable, and there's creativity there. And you want to see things going. You want to see things happening. And right now you've got such beautiful energy. And I'll talk more tomorrow. But we have the new moon in Aquarius. So the moon went from your sign, Capricorn, into Aquarius today. But it's a new moon tomorrow. And notably, one of the luckiest and most romantic moons of the year. So you might want to really utilize that, write down those intentions, but I'll talk more about that tomorrow for all of the signs. So in closing with the definition of the 2 signs, I will start the messages and say that if for some reason some of the Capricorns are saying, I'm not really knowing any Leo right off the bat, that's important. Well, something about this, and like I said, it doesn't have to be love romantically. It could be family member, partnership in work, an animal, for heaven's sake, so many different love connections. But I will say that at the end of this 3-card reading for you, I do finish with beautiful oracle divination messages for all of the Capricorns and every one of their special connections of love, okay? So that everybody gets something to listen to and hear. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to jump the gun, but they have been some beautiful readings. We need that right now. We need that upliftment. I'm just the messenger. And obviously, you may or may not feel this instantly. The resonance may not feel, right there, but it certainly can. For example, the way energies change, we have this very, very potent energy with I think it's a square, not conjunct, but square of Mercury and Mars this morning. Mercury, the mind, and it's in retrograde right now, so it's a little foggier, it's a little hard to convey what we need to. Messages might get sent to the wrong person, needing to double check, something you do anyway, Capricorn, you're usually very good with detail. But point in case is that we got Mercury squaring Mars, so Mercury is the mind and the verbiage and the ability to communicate quickly, and Mercury works fast. Mars is the fire warrior planet, of aggression and anger, and so maybe somebody might cause you to get a little upset, or they if it's not you actually saying something you don't mean to say out of haste. Just to be aware of that and know that if other people are acting that way, it's fleeting. It's not a long-lasting energy, and it happens in life. So take those deep breaths and know that, this too shall pass. So yeah, and then Mars, of course, is the fire, like the Leo. So yeah, maybe a little bit of friction, but nothing serious. And then tomorrow we have the amazing, incredible conjunction of Jupiter and Venus. So, it's like the genie in the bottle. What do you want? What are you asking to manifest? And watch it happen. I'm very, very serious about this one. This is a potent one, and we can use these energies or we can lose them. It's really up to us. They come around again at some point in time, but this is the time, so I like to share that. So let's get on to the reading. The first category is always the overall energy with the 2 of you, Capricorn and Leo, and it's just kind of the catalyst as to what brought you to this reading, to this point. These are the beginning of the month readings. I do mid-month readings and then bonuses for the remainder of the days as I go around the zodiac wheel twice. So I always like to say, check the mid-month reading as well, or even go back to last month's. I don't know how long they stay up on YouTube. But, it just really kind of gives you a gauge or a baseline as to how things are moving, and it's really pretty cool. So the first category is all the overall energy, and I absolutely love it. It is the Knight of Swords. Well, there you are. Here's this incredible, incredible, powerful energy of Aquarius happening all month. We're in Aquarius season still to the 18th. We have, so that's the sun in Aquarius. Then we have Mercury. I'm thinking slowly. Mercury and Saturn and Jupiter, and we'll have the new moon. So the moon and the sun and Venus. It's just, it's about a mind, boy. So you're feeling that, and it's the night. And nights always give messages. So nights can be very swift and quick and truthful and honest and straightforward. So I don't know who you may know that's Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, which is the air signs, but something coming is really wonderful. It's just maybe something you didn't expect. And it might come, like I said, quickly out of all the knights. The swords are the quickest. And it's usually about truth. It could be about finances. And it definitely could have to do with health. And I'm not alarming you at all. I'm not a doctor in any way. I'm just saying that it tends to be institutions like, the medical institutions or the finance and just banks and lenders and those types of things coming through. So maybe you were asking for something specifically for the 2 of you to have something to do with the beautiful dream or inspiration you have, whatever that could be, because the list can be a very long one of what you're wanting to do. It's coming through though. This new moon will definitely bring it to you. I'd be very surprised if that's not the case. So stay tuned. Yeah, messages are important, you know. We got to make sure that we don't miss them. And some are more profoundly obvious than others, but good news overall. And yeah, this is beautiful, loving energy coming through. So it is positive news. I can definitely feel that. The second category is the category of possible blessings or obstacles, kind of going in a streamline, you know, from the first. And you have, oops, the Magician. Oh my gosh, there you go. Look at the bold, bold red. That's the fire. That's the Leo, the highlight that you have. The drive and motivation and just knowing the Magician is mastery. It is anything we put our mind to, we literally can. So see, there's that connection with the mind and Aquarius again, but also it's knowing we have every single tool we need in the traditional Rider-Waite, and it's here too. You've got the swords, the cups, the wands, and the what's left, the pentacles. I mean, it's all there for us. What do you want to imagine and make real for yourselves? You know, you've got this creative outward energy of the Leo, you're highlighted, and you've got this grounded, you know, if I really work hard and sit with this and believe it and feel it, I'm going to accomplish and bring this through. And that's what's showing you right there. That's the messages that, yes, you're absolutely right. And why not, and do it, you know? It's a special time. It's a potent time to do that. So whatever this message is, it's definitely letting me know that it's saying, yes, you need to really put forth whatever you can to manifest what you choose. And I think that's a real blessing. And I guess the only obstacle would be is that you're thinking, oh, it's not happening fast enough. Well, the Mercury retrograde ends on the 20th. There'll be a shadow period, but you know, they're never that long, right? And they're usually just a time to just remind ourselves and to kind of review things, because sometimes we get delays and we have to be a lot more flexible, which is fine. And I learn a lot. I write down pretty much everything now, because this one has been a doozy for me. And I was telling, and I'm actually quoting this from a wonderful astrologist, but it was the sweet and the salty aspects of what's been going on. It would be salty and then sweet and then sweet, and I'd be like, oh, but it was so good to have, excuse me, both, you know? So let's go to your third and final category, which is that of finances. Very important. It's an energy like everything. It is what helps us to feel secure and, you know, stable in our lives, and it can help with building upon our dreams. And I'll never say it makes you happy per se, because it's not really the root of being happy, but it definitely helps. And, you know, we need what we need in this 3D dimensional world. So that's what we have for all these beautiful Capricorns and this highlighted connection of Leo. Powerful stuff. You have another ace. Oh my gosh. You'd think I'd see it, but it's really very fine. The Ace of Chalices, which is the cups, which is just, it's so beautiful. It is so incredibly passionate, and it is so filled with love and creativity and purpose. And it's allowing you with this incredible message of knowing how you can do and create what you want. You are the master, and the love you can find doing this, and the, I just want to say, fulfillment, you know. So whatever this is, it's something that's really exciting, and it's going to bring you financial stability. And what is better than loving what you do to create the money that you need to do it and sustain yourself? That to me is really the dream of a lifetime. And it's, I know for a long time I thought, oh, is that possible? I've actually liked every job I've had, and I've had so many jobs, it's just ridiculous, and 2 or 3 at a time. I like variety. I've always been that way. That's slowed down a bit, and my jobs I've had now for 20 years and such, you know, still a couple at a time, but the point I'm trying to make is it's just any one of us can now, especially with this new energy and the air that'll come through for the next 200 years or so, allowing us to think outside of the box and be more entrepreneurial minded, you know, and not rely on other employers or other companies to, you know, sustain us, you know, because that's not been working this past year so much, right? Really opened our eyes, and it was just a beautiful gift. I mean, there were things that were going to be good that came from last year, and many people have said that already, and I feel it, and I know that you can, and I want you to if you're not already. Imagine such a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to start new and to start fresh. It doesn't matter what age, what gender, whatever. You can do what you want and need to do. You have to put up forth the effort, of course. Tripping up in the tongue again, forgive me, that's definitely, and people say, Mercury. It's really true, though I trip over my words otherwise, and things happen the same during the year otherwise, it's just more pronounced. As I said, I've had amazing readings, and this is no exception. This is a beautiful invitation for you, and it's all because of this incredible energy that we're feeling, and because of what we deserve. Every one of us are manifestors. We're all lovable people. We deserve to have love. We deserve to feel it, to give it, and receive it, and just, you know, it's all laid out for you, and spirits want you to know that, and that's why I love doing what I do. It just feels so right. So moving on, let's go to the oracle messages, and I'll be heading out to work. Yeah, it's so good to say that to you. Super happy about that. The first oracle is one of my faves, and I do switch off at these. I change these up, you know, from beginning of the month to mid-month and each month, because I have a lot of beautiful decks I want to get in them, share them. They have different feeling about them, different messages, you know, ways to express love and you know, just beautiful wisdom. And so the psychic tarot for the heart is this one. This is for every single beautiful Capricorn and all of your loving connections. And it is heal. And it's 17. 17 is one of my favorite numbers. It equates to 8. 1 and 7 becomes 8. And in numerology, 8 is power, abundance, and manifestation to the highest form. So heal. Now listen, look at this. I've not seen these cards. They're still very new. This is a very interesting and beautiful deck because it has a fair amount of different aspects to it. It also covers the chakras and then the 4 different, you know, elements. This is the black, so this is going to be, oh, this is the main, like a main, what am I trying to say, major arcana, basically. But it's a man who has chains breaking away. So I think for a lot of us, we felt very, very restricted and confined, right? And perhaps that really affected the relationships. It couldn't help but affect a lot of us, because when we're emotionally working and striving to heal and balance, it just affects everything around us. You know, that is the law of attraction, and you know that. That's a simple, basic understanding, I think, of the human condition. But you got your heart centered there. You are ready to heal all aspects of your life. You are the master once again, and it's time, and you're just saying, yes, I'm ready to do so. I've conquered and accomplished and gotten through some real rough things, difficult things, changes that I didn't incur or expect or control, and yeah, bring it. I'm ready to heal. And let me read to you what it says specifically, because there is beautiful messages that come in the little booklet. And this is, like I said, John Holland. And the tarot is the Star Spinner Tarot, which I love so much, a new deck. Let's get right here for you. Heal. Keywords: forgive, offer, receive, serenity, hope, and inspiration. A peaceful healing energy surrounds you right now. This is an ideal time to bring healing to your relationships and realize your hopes and dreams. This card could be presenting itself to you. Isn't it time for forgiveness? Understand that no human being can ever be perfect. By accepting this, you're in a position to forgive yourself and those with whom you're involved. Forgive freely and without reservations, as blame and resentment are heavy weights to bear. By forgiving, you'll feel a a weight lifted from your shoulders and become enveloped by deep serenity. You'll also give the gift of serenity to the other person. Don't just offer forgiveness, also offer your love and thoughtful insight. Open non-judgmental dialogues with others, sharing what you've learned and how you've grown. By doing so, you'll be encouraging others to practice forgiveness. With hope for the future, relationships can blossom. Please know too that by forgiving yourself and embracing a hopeful spirit, you also invite new relationships into your life. At the same time, be willing to receive the blessings that others have to offer you. Be open to their insights and guidance. Listen objectively to what others have to say and act upon their guidance if it feels right for you. Be receptive to divine inspiration as well. It surrounds you at this time. Heal yourself, heal your relationships, and be at peace. Affirmation, I offer and accept healing in my relationship, and I am at peace. And the Tarot archetype traditional for this message is the star, and the star represents the sign of Aquarius. So it's all very synchronistic, and it all makes sense. And the healing and forgiving, of course, is just, I didn't know for the longest time, but I'm sure you've heard, we're the ones who are poisoned when we're holding this feeling of unrest. And it doesn't even mean that you did something, but just to know that you put out any kind of effort to just end it in some way, that's all you can do. And once you've done that, it's just the most beautiful thing for everybody involved. And that makes perfect sense for this new moon too, to have that happen. Start afresh, start anew. That's beautiful. I like that a lot. I hope you do too. And if it does mean anything specifically to you, I hope that gets rectified and the healing does begin for you. The second oracle deck that I love and I've had for a long time is the Healing with the Angels. It's one word. It's all that's necessary, and it's specifically for you this month. And this is, once again, for all of the Capricorns in every single relationship you have. And what it says to you today specifically is new beginnings. Oh boy. A lot of blues, a lot of third eye, a lot of, intention, a lot of self-recognition of your spirit, your intuition, your guidance, your higher power is really kicking in there, and of course always co-creating. It takes two to tango, but that's beautiful. I like that. So yeah, that's what we got. New moon tomorrow, see, a lot of people think January 1st in a lot of ways is the new year. It really isn't. It's the end of winter, and it's just kind of letting go. Like I said, that's the leaves fall off and then they are able to start, and you see the little hints of spring already with it getting lighter a little longer, and that feeling inside, like, yeah, this is the new, that to me that's new, the spring and the new moons and such. So yeah, absolutely beautiful, perfectly wonderful. And last but not least, the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, which is really just about feeling with everything you have, because feeling things is what really creates the things you want and helps you to manifest the things you want. And I know it's a holistic kind of thing as well. It is our mind, what we think. If we see it, we can achieve it and be it, or something of that nature. Don't quote me on that, but you get the idea. But the feeling really is what brings things in. So feel it and let it be a like attracts like situation, okay? And know fully that has to be part of the law of attraction. So your special message for all of the Capricorns. And if you have not subscribed, please do me a favor, show me the love and push that subscribe button. And the likes, amazing, if you like it, of course. And sharing and commenting and just letting YouTube know that you do appreciate what you're seeing in the content. And it's just a beautiful thing to do, and it takes very little time. It's free, and I deeply appreciate it. That's a beautiful, beautiful grounded, that's our root chakra color. It is the red, it's the vibrance, it's the passion, it is the, what we live for. you know, to really feel grounded and present and secure and taken care of. And we really always are, but just to really root ourselves in that energy. It says, I am patient knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. And it's true. There's a woman with a child, you know, and this is that new idea again. It represents and it indicates the new beginning, the new cycle, you know, the seed, the laborious aspects of what we do sometimes that can be painful to get to the destination. But boy, it is in the journey, and once you get there and the elation you feel. This is a gorgeous reading for you, Capricorn. I'm really happy. I wish you great love and you know, passion in your life always. And once again, thank you for taking the time. Take extremely good care of yourself. Until next time, thanks and bye for now.